In one of my previous videos, I did say that most of the clones out there or inspired perfumes out there may or may not smell exactly identical to the OG, and most of the times there are some flaws which I don't think makes the OG redundant. But then there comes some perfumes which I feel makes the OG completely redundant, to the point where if you own the inspired version of the clone, it's so good or it's good enough that you don't need to purchase or spend money on that particular perfume until and unless you are just going for that particular brand. Like if you apply the Pareto's principle, which is basically 80-20 rule, then by spending almost like 20-25% of that particular perfume, you're actually getting around 80 to 90% of that similar smell, which is, I feel, incredible value. And today I bring forward to you a perfume which I wanted to make a dedicated video for a long duration of time, but I only spoke about it in some, listicle videos because I was not 100% sure, because if this particular perfume needs a specific space that I talk about it only that particular perfume. But recently something happened. This perfume has been sitting with me for almost 7 to 8 months, I guess even more than that. And the perfume has become incredible after settling, after getting oxidized properly, I believe. Now its truest form or the nature which I'm enjoying has come up. And during this high Indian heat summer, Vetiver is that one particular note that I really appreciate. Terre de Hermes or its clone like Rasasi Fatan are like one of my favorite perfumes. So if Vetiver is your thing, I think this video is going to be super helpful for you, because we are talking about a clone of Gella Vetiver. The specific version is EDT version, okay? If you see Gella EDT, the perfume sells for around 8,000 to 10,000 across multiple websites, and it's a very heritage perfume. It's a sophisticated blend of Vetiver along with the notes of sandalwood, tobacco, myrrh, olibanum. Like there are many complex notes, but in short, if you just get to know how the perfume feels like, imagine it's a wet soil just after the rain. The soil got wet and there is a smell which we call is petrichor or mitti ki khushbu, geeli mitti ki khushbu, right? That's the kind of smell that you're gonna get mixed with some spices and some smoky tobacco. That's the overall feel, and to be honest, it gives you a rich uncle kind of a vibe. I know if in case you are 25 or below, say 30 or below, I don't think Vetiver should be a perfume, a particular note that I don't think you will enjoy. But once you start crossing the 30 age mark, where you get a bit more matured, I am going to be 40 in some like 2 years now. I'm 38 currently, so maybe that is the reason I'm enjoying this perfume quite a lot. But what I feel is, if in case you are in an office or in a corporate setup, the note of Vetiver really works well during the Indian high heat summer, and khas or Vetiver is absolutely soothing to smell, okay? And that is the reason I was always after a clone of Gella Vetiver. And initially when I purchased this one, Hasan Oud Seaside Forest, I was completely blown away by how good the perfume was, and I felt that this is it. I found the best clone of Gella Vetiver, and this perfume is selling for around 2,000 rupees for a 50 ml. And mind you, I felt that the perfume is inexpensive compared to, I was comparing it with Gella Vetiver, and Gella Vetiver sells for like 10,000. This was coming for like 4,000 if I consider head to head in 1,000 rupees basis, and I was like, incredible value. But the moment I got the India Perfumers Forest Vetiver, the only thing that I could say is, this is like, tu to bacha hai. Like this falls really short in front of Forest Vetiver from India Perfumers. In terms of the presentation, you might feel that Hasan Oud Seaside Forest looks the part, and this bottle might feel like, but quite frankly, this is made out of wood, and this particular spirit is not bad as well. But presentation wise, I would say Hasan Oud has an edge. It feels a bit more premium, but this is 100 ml and this sells for 2,500. So, the cost is like 1/4 now if in case you're comparing it with Gella Vetiver. This is a small decan that I bought from the Perfume Decants India website way back just to test out Seaside Forest. I mean, I wanted to test because it was way back I smelled Gella Vetiver, and then I was like, I don't want to spend 10,000. I want to get some cheaper clones or alternatives. So I was in search of it. Seaside Forest kind of helped me, stop my urge from buying the OG. But then once this came, I now can happily say that Forest Vetiver from India Perfumers makes the Gella Vetiver EDT redundant, at least in my nose, at least in my opinion, because I get around 80 to 90% of that smell at 1/4 of the cost with incredible blend quality, and the value for money aspect over here is incredible. Okay, I'm not trying to hype it up. It's just that I got hyped up by this particular perfume so much so that now I can say this is the best clone of Gella Vetiver out there. Now, what does this smell like, or how is it different from the OG? The only difference that you might feel with this one and the OG is just right when you spray the perfume. By the way, this is a combination of natural absolutes mixed with aroma chemicals. So here aroma chemical is used, but at the same time you're getting natural absolutes, which make the entire experience very, very, very pleasing to your nose. You don't get any synthetic vibe. The smell feels incredibly high quality, and every single nuances can be felt with this particular perfume. India Perfumers. And overall, it's an IFRS certified brand, and they have a heritage lineup. I have already reviewed their Tom Ford Oud Wood clone, which was fresh agar. Absolutely loved it. So is this one. I have some listicle videos where I talked about it, but today I just wanted to highlight it because in this particular summer, if in case you're looking for a vetiver based perfume, I think you should give this a try. Or there are like 2 ml vials they are testing. Tester kit they are sending. If in case you can get a chance, do try it out. My editor has already used this particular perfume, became a fan of it because he was actually searching for a clone to get a vetiver. And there is a guy called Vishal Pradhan who is very nearby to my place. I live in Siliguri. He lives very nearby to my place. He's a subscriber of this particular channel, and he was also somebody who purchased this particular perfume. And Vishal, if you are watching this, I really want you to come and comment your experience so that people can actually understand how good this particular perfume is. And he became an India Perfumers fan, where he went ahead and he purchased a bunch of other perfumes. And India Perfumers, you should thank me. Okay, you should thank me. But jokes apart, this particular perfume has just a tad bit difference in the opening, where the Gella Vetiver EDT smells a bit more complex in the opening. The note of vetiver is much more sharper, and it just feels a bit more on your face, the EDT one. Not in terms of any alcoholic blast, just it feels a bit more sharp. Forest Vetiver from India Perfumers feels a bit more well-rounded, a bit more soapy. The nuances are not as sharp as Gella Vetiver EDT. However, Forest Vetiver from India Perfumers does the job when it comes into the dry down. When they are in the dry down, it's almost head to head. In the air, it's very hard to describe which one is which. They are so close. If you smell them up close, you will be able to understand that there are some nuance differences, but it's going to be something that you will only able to identify or detect when you're smelling them like this. Else, in the air, barely you will be able to understand that there is a difference. It's that close, it's that good. Also, when it comes to the entire projection, performance and everything, this particular perfume may be something, if in case you're looking for a beast mode perfume, this is not those one. Okay, natural absolutes, if in case you're using in a perfume, makes the perfume in such a way that they will not create that artificial projection. Okay, they will only cater to the amount of molecules, the molecular weight. If it's a heavy base perfume, it's going to stay. If it's a lighter perfume, it's not going to stay. But with sweat, this perfume shines because the note of vetiver kind of propagates very easily and cuts through the entire high heat situation. When it gets mixed with sweat, it propagates better, it projects better. And overall, what I have received with this particular perfume, even though they are IFRS certified, I still apply them on my clothes. I'm just spraying them on my hand for reference purposes, but no matter which perfume, designer, niche, clone, Indian house, Middle Eastern house, from outside India, doesn't matter. I apply them on my clothes. I do not apply them on my skin. The projection that I have got with this particular perfume, Forest Vetiver from India Perfumers, is around 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes. And it's a decent projecting perfume. I won't say it's a beast mode projecting perfume. It's a decently projecting perfume. The overall longevity that I have received with this particular perfume is around 5.5 to 6 hours. After that, I feel that the perfume comes very close to your clothes, although this will linger on for a longer duration of time. But noticeably, the longevity I would say is around 5.5 to 6 hours. And it's almost equivalent to what I get with Vetiver EDT, the OG. And that is the reason I don't have any much complaints, because at 1/4 of the price, I'm almost getting the similar smell, and blend quality is also top notch. So if in case, my theory is, if in case you have seen Seaside Forest, you have heard about, even I have a review about Seaside Forest, and you felt like, okay, I want a perfume which has got a very good note of vetiver. I want a very natural smelling, earthy, spicy vetiver with the nuances of tobacco, very similar to Vetiver. I want to smell up-class, rich, old money-like vibe for a corporate setup or an office settings. And I'm just looking for a vetiver-based DNA. Close your eyes, get the Forest Vetiver, and I assure you, you will not be disappointed. But if you have never tried vetiver-based perfumes before, please do not get a full bottle. Either get a sample of this, order a decant of the OG, or any other vetiver-based fragrances that you are aware of. Maybe Terdeomis clone, maybe Rasasi Fatan, anything which has got vetiver in it. Try it out first. See if you like vetiver-based fragrances. If yes, then go forward, or else just skip. It doesn't make any sense, okay? Or else you will come and bash me, I'm telling you. So that's my review for Forest Vetiver. I just wanted to highlight something that is very close to my heart, and something that I can vouch for, something that I am using, I am enjoying, and which makes the OG redundant. And that's been my time with this particular perfume. If in case you have any queries or concerns with this particular one or any other perfume for that matter, use the comment section or connect with me via Instagram, which is Saga Online, and I will try my best to answer all your queries. With that, this is Deep signing off. I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye-bye.